EMEA Rocks here with David Allen, the main man for UFC in Europe, Middle East and Africa. David, you finally announced that UFC is coming to Poland on the 11th of April. You're going to Krakow. We know that it's been in the works for a very long time. Could you talk about the process, how hard it has been to finally secure a date so safe that you can announce it?
Well, I don't think it was about being hard to secure the date. It was actually harder to fit it into our calendar. We've always wanted to go to Poland. We know about the MMA community there. We know about the reach of the fans and the enthusiasm. We saw it yesterday right across, whether it was Twitter, Facebook.com, the traffic that just went off the rails. It was crazy. So we're really looking forward to coming on April the 11th. We got two great fights that we announced yesterday, Krokop against Gonzaga, and then Jan Blachowicz against Jimmy Manuwa in the co-main. And breaking news will be we have another 4 fights to tell you about on Monday.
So will it include Polish fighters?
Absolutely.
Okay, and why did you choose Krakow? Common sense would say it's the biggest arena in Poland, but we know you've been looking at Gdańsk, you've been looking at Łódź, who also have modern arenas. Why did you choose that city?
We chose the city, well, number one, it's the City of Kings. It goes down in history, and I think it is actually around the arena. So we put on a massive show, and there are very few arenas actually that actually can take us, that can put on and facilitate everything that we bring. When you see here tonight in Stockholm, when you see the enormity of what we're putting on, we'll have 27,000 people or more sitting in the stadium tonight. We have the biggest jumbotron and screens. We got 500 people working out there on putting this show together. So finding the arena and the correct arena and a right partner who can help us market, who can help us talk to the fans, who can facilitate everything that the fans need is actually one of our priorities.
Well, so you're hitting on the marketing part, which leads me to my next question. I'd say the media footprint for the UFC right now in Poland isn't as big as it's supposed to be. You've lost the TV deal early last year, I believe, with Orange, and since then UFC has only been available through Fight Pass. Are you going to take steps to resolve this situation, possibly even make just this card available on some sort of television partner?
Well, we're always open to conversations with anybody, and there's ongoing conversations going on with a number of broadcast partners. And especially now that we've announced the event, the phone was jumping off the hook last night with broadcast partners wanting to talk to us. I think when you say only on Fight Pass is actually fantastic. Every consumer can go on Fight Pass and they can get anything, anytime, anywhere. And they also get over 60,000 hours of content on fightpass.com. So it's actually one of our greatest attributes as a brand to allow fans to access when they want, when they get up in the morning, when they go home at night. It's not that you have to watch the fights at 10 o'clock at night or at 7 o'clock in the evening. You can access us anywhere while we're on Fight Pass.
Actually, I agree. Fight Pass is a great platform. I use it and I enjoy it very well. But are there any plans to facilitate the platform better for Polish fans, for example, enabling a Polish version, or maybe allowing, I know you can geo-block it, maybe allowing a viewership of the card from inside Poland without any registration?
I think one of the things that we look at always is how do we reach our fans in a different way? How do we localize ourselves to the market? But when we have a digital platform like Fight Pass, it's global. It's actually in 147 countries all around the world. And there is no way that we can do 147 languages. There is no way that we can do content that is just specific to every single market. So the beauty of Fight Pass is they get it real. They get exactly what you're getting in the US. They get exactly what you get in the UK. So the Polish fans are getting the true and authentic platform that is Fight Pass.
Do you know of any subscriber numbers? How would Poland rank amongst the countries where Fight Pass is most popular?
I don't have that information, but I will definitely come back to you.
Okay, and going on the marketing tip, are there any sort of events that you would like to hold stage in Poland before the UFC Fight Night card? Some sort of media workouts or maybe meet and greet with the fans?
Every time we go into a market, can you hold that a little bit away from me? Every time we go into a market, we actually put on an enormous amount of activity. And it's not just around fight week. It'll actually start next week when we announce the on sale, when we go on sale and we bring the fighters into market. So we'll run a program that'll run all the way till April the 11th. We'll have media days, we'll have fan engagement days, we'll have activity with guest fighters, because it's not just about the night itself. We're actually dedicated to mixed martial arts in the country, and we want to make sure that that grows all around the world. And that's one of the things that we will be doing. We will make sure that every single fan has the opportunity to touch the UFC. But what I'll say is the reaction yesterday, and we set up a site for people to pre-register their interest for tickets. I can guarantee you now that we're sold out.
Any news about the ticket prices? This has been the most common question, I think, when people are looking at the UFC Fight Night in Poland. They are wondering what the ticket prices will be. Could you maybe give us some sort of bracket for that?
We haven't set the actual prices yet, but what I will say is we're very conscious of what a market is. And so we know that it's not going to be the same as the US, but we know that it's not going to be the same as some of our competitors. What I will say is it'll be accessible to everybody. We will make sure that there's tickets that's priced, that's accessible for everybody in the market.
You mentioned the word competition. Poland is going to be unique in the sense that you're going to a country with a very strong regional promoter. I don't think there's many countries like it in the world. Do you expect that KSW will be an active competitor for the market?
KSW are there and they do a good job in their own right. But for us, we're the biggest and the best in the world. The UFC is the fastest growing organization, not just in mixed martial arts, but in sport. We've grown ourselves to 45, 46 events last year all around the world. We held 5 events in Europe. We hope to grow that this year. We probably go to 6 to 8 different events in Europe. So we focus on ourselves. We've got the best athletes in the world. We've got the greatest show on earth that we will bring to Krakow on April the 11th. And I look forward to welcoming all the Polish fans there.
Okay, my last question. This is the first announced event for Poland, but how many you think, how often will you go back? Will it be once a year deal, maybe more, or will you have to wait to see how Krakow goes down before you make that decision?
I think one of the things that we have, and I talked about it a number of times this week, we actually have more opportunity than we have resources to get after. There is only 24 hours in the day, 52 weeks in the year. And within Europe, we got 59 countries. We've got 54 in Africa. We got 14 in the Middle East, and we got Russia. So that's 129 countries. And we've been to 5 last year. So we're trying to break to new markets, like we announced Poland yesterday, and we announced another new market in Glasgow. And we're returning to Berlin, and we're here in Stockholm this week. So I think every single market has its own credentials, and we will work those out. We've not got thinking about 2016 yet.
So I take it as one a year from your answer.
You take it which?
I take it as one event per year from your answer.
I didn't say that. What I said to you was we have got more opportunities than we have. I think the biggest thing that I can say is show us that you want us there. And, that's my call to the fans in Poland. Tell us that you want us there. Show us how you will do.
Well, I hope the Polish fans won't disappoint you, and the show will be an absolute cracking show. Thank you very much for your time, David, and best of luck with setting the whole Fight Night up.
Thank you very much. Good to see you.